But this is part two. But talking about purpose, like I feel like this is another thing where it's like it's this the time to just sit down and just all right, what's my purpose? Like what is it? I don't remember what did you say before this? Oh, when you go in the store. This is a simple example. When you go in the store, you get on Instagram with purpose and intent, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just think that translates to life. Like it's just like you have to be more intentional, more purposeful about the stuff that you do.
That was good. You hit that. That's good. Did you save the last video? Sorry.
I did. I shared it and I will screen record it later.
Okay.
But yes, I don't know. And like I don't know, I just never want to seem like I'm self-righteous, so I do everything like I'm supposed to and I know purpose. But it's like I think it's a borderline between interested in knowing your purpose and just have no fucking cares about knowing your purpose and where you should be.
Yeah, and
That's
honestly, when I found that my purpose when I'm glad I have you in my life because you teach me to my higher self. Like even I think the first time I came to realize like what I was capable of is that time I was smoking. I had smoked, and I started talking to you about roommate, and I was like, ever since then we just been really evolving, and I want people to evolve like around me so that they know their purpose. And I'm waiting on Monica, but Monica not moving for me. I love her so much. I love her so much, man. You don't even know. But I want her
I
to
mean, and
move.
everybody comes. I mean, think about when I met you. It took I stopped talking to you. Like I was dead as like cutting you off after that. And it took us like to come back after what 6 months? Damn near the semester was over. And me and you finally got to a place of like, okay, we can kind of talk. And then it even took probably another month and a half
The
before you
reason I say
even.
6 months because damn, we started school in August. I hit you up around
But I had
November.
talked to you. Remember, we lived together in Nashville for 3 months, right?
Yes, but I'm talking about talking. You said you stopped talking to me for 6 months.
No, no.
Oh,
No, that was if I did, let me clarify what I said. Well, what I meant. I was saying 3 months. No, I was saying no. That was me in the spiritual sense of like it took 6 months for you ideally to get into the spiritual stuff because I had met you in Nashville 3 years. I mean 3 months. That was my first time we lived together, and I was kind
yeah.
of talking to you about the stuff. But I was always walking on eggshells, and I really wasn't talking to you at all about it. Like I was trying to ease you. Like you asked about the tarot cards, and I was like, they're not what the media portrays them or whatever. And then incense
Hmm.
and sage, that was kind of the introduction. But I couldn't really tell you like, hey, we had a connection. Do you remember when we was in the bathroom and I was like, let's pinky? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you was on all that weird shit. I'm just playing. Go ahead. I always say it's weird, but I get it. Keep going.
I mean, it definitely probably was weird, but I couldn't be like, hey, I think that we're connected spiritually. That definitely would have been a more political and more not as weird thing to say, but you would have been like, what? So I was like, I
Yeah.
feel like I had to dumb it down. And I was like, all right, so whatever happens, promise we're going to be friends after this. And we were in the bathroom, and it's like, because I knew who we were to each other in a sense,
Hmm.
but I feel like you wasn't receptive yet to the idea. So I was like, okay, cool. And so after leaving Nashville, me and you, we fell off. Like when you went to school, I think we might have talked occasionally, but after that, we stopped really talking. And it took until you were in school and by November, because you had called me on my birthday and you was like, oh, I didn't know it was your birthday. And I'm like, I posted a photo. And then after that, we had gotten cool after that. And then from there, you still hadn't tapped into fully being spiritual, but you had your moment when you went back from Christmas break, I think, right?
From what?
Was it after Christmas break where you had the whole like when you were smoking, what you were just talking about?
Yeah. Smoking
Yeah,
more
so
because I was off of probation. Yeah, I was. Yeah, so I was just definitely just avoiding smoking, avoiding it, and
that was
then
six
I finally got.
months.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying. It took a minute, like, and that goes back to you saying Monica, like you love her to death, but she's not on that. And it's like, I mean, she might never be on it, but once
But
again,
it
you
might
can't
take her
rush
time.
people. Yeah, you can't rush people. It's like they have their awakening or their experience when they have it. Like I couldn't force you into it.
That's true. That is true. But I mean, she is growing as a person. It's just I want people around me that are going to continue to evolve, and I feel like um people who are not even, I'm not saying she is not one of those people that is not evolving. She is not one of those people because she will get there, and she's growing on different levels. Like she might not be where I'm at, but she is growing in different ways. You know what I'm saying? But
I
at the same
think that's
time,
valuable. to say in different ways. And I know that's
Right.
weird, but it's to say like, I mean, maybe she's not in a sense growing towards spirituality, but she could be growing in other aspects of experience, jobs, money, like,
I mean,
but
yeah.
it's just not what you need it to be, kind of in that sense.
Yeah, like she just told me. I told her, I said, you can't put no seasoning on that burger if it's frozen. You can't do that. And and she told me, she was like, if you put mayonnaise on this bun, it'll come out the same way as if you put butter on it. I was like, wow, I didn't know that. So she just, she's she's always she teaches me stuff I don't know. She's very resourceful, like
I mean,
and vice versa. But I don't know. She's my best friend. I'm gonna keep her. I love her a lot. So I'm not going to try to like. I know that we might not move up on the same page, like at the same time. I don't know how to say it, but she's one of those friends that I will keep with me at all times. Like she's my friend, but I might be on a different wave at a different time than she would be, and I just don't hope it causes any frictions.
I mean, but friends play different roles in your life, right?
And some don't last as long as friends may not be meant to last forever. Is that what you're trying to say to me? I feel like that's what you're
No,
getting at.
no, no, no. I'm not actually saying that to you. It's to say, but that does correlate to why some friends do have to be removed because they played that role and it's done. That's not what I'm relating to. I'm saying that maybe she's not that person you go and specifically talk about, spiritual stuff per se, but you can go to her and confide in her. You can go on her and comfort her. Like she can comfort you. Y'all can do common things together. So it's like maybe she's not that spiritual friend. Maybe she's the other 4 other friends that you needed in that one person.
She always there for me. I will tell you that. No matter what, that girl there, she's
Yeah, so I'm just like, I mean, I always think about that too. Like, yeah, maybe, it's not that she's not there in that sense, but she can be there in other senses.
Mhm.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Man, I mean, this started from what the corn. Okay, so live. Hey, how y'all doing? My city just got quarantined, and as you've been listening, they've been saying 2 weeks. Like people been saying 2 weeks, but people been on 2 weeks for about a month and a half now already in some cities and some states.
You
So
capping. New
shit, damn near look in New York.
York they probably are going on 2 weeks,
California.
probably a week and a half to two. Nah, probably two
And
weeks.
it, and not even that, Italy been on since before we even thought about it. So Italy been in that whole
But they
quarantine.
another fucking beast. Them bitches out there, they dealing with something. They
You know how serious your case got to be if somebody say you dealing with something. Oh, you dealing with
like,
something.
and we have it. And, China had it, but I think the Europeans, oh, they're down bad. Like they're the truest form of a European. Like they're the truest form of white.
Ain't they
Like
Italian? Is
yeah,
Italy
but
Italian?
even like, but Americans here are like, yeah,
Right.
they're European ancestor wise, but they not as pure as like Europeans that's in there.
Ooh,
They're the most
she's.
vulnerable, the
They got it all.
original genes. That's all
I
I'm
don't even
saying.
know how it went all the way over there like that. I'm just like, oh, it got y'all.
Because I
She,
think they said people have been, because people in China, like niggas was in
yeah, but
China and they was hopping back and forth. I don't know. I'm sure somebody was in China and was, all right, I'm gonna take my flight back home. And their body, their immune, I don't know. We're clearly speculating, but their bodies are weak, probably. And that one person sneezing set off a fucking panic attack. And
shut up.
I've been just, I'm so insensitive in that sense because
You are.
it's a
I'm.
serious thing.
Ooh. Okay,
But I'm
quick
just
question.
like, because I guess I was comparing like in America to Italy, which once again, I haven't done enough research, but I just imagine like when it's all of y'all with the same genes, one
Ooh,
person catch it,
you are.
nobody's immune to it, ideally, because it's not enough mutations in like genes. Why in
Mm.
America, it's still white people, but they're not the truest form of white either. And we have, I don't know. I've never been to Italy. I'm gonna back up.
Yeah, how about we don't touch that one. We don't touch
Huh?
that. I
I
ain't
just
seen no
wonder, I guess
down
I
like that.
question, in a sense of Italy, how diverse are the people there? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You said what you said. You was finna hit it right on the head, but you stopped because we don't know exactly how far we know because we don't know that
I
much.
would stop because I don't want to make ignorant statements in a sense
Yep.
because I'm making speculations. I haven't sat down. I haven't been in Italy ever. I haven't researched it. I haven't watched it kind of. So it's like I'm assuming based off America, I feel like we're more of a mixing pot. And I can say even in China, they're kind of a mixing pot because people do travel there. But I feel like Italy, I feel like you get what you get.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I want to this is one of those. Never mind. I was gonna say that if we was on not live,
Yeah, hold that back then.
yeah.
I don't know because I'm like, I just said some shit that I'm like, I probably should not have publicly said, but I'm like, it is what it is, and please inform me if I'm ignorant. Please inform me.
No, you making speculations because we don't know nothing yet. You can't be wrong on your speculations if it's a
That's true because no,
assumption.
in general, we don't know anything, so it's like that's true. But yeah,
Yeah,
with the
honestly, ain't that we're what?
no, go ahead.
We're what?
I was like with the whole quarantine, we never got back to why you even mentioned like the quarantine part of it, like how people been in there for a month capping.
Oh, I said that because that's 2 weeks, right? People, and I'm like, people already been on they
You
2 weeks,
going
and
now?
well, then I don't know what to tell you.
You good now?
Okay. Um. Yeah, I was just saying people already been on their quarantine already, and we just now getting to it. So our 2 weeks just started, but that's gonna continue on with their stuff. Shit. I mean, why did I say that? Oh, it's just all control. It's just the way of
I
power
mean,
goes.
it goes back to us, like, it goes back to our government in a sense, like, not being as truthful. Or, I mean, maybe they had good intent. Who's to know? But it's like, okay, they probably told New York that they was going to be quarantined for maybe 2 weeks. Once again, don't know. Like, they told us what they're telling us that we're going to be quarantined for 2 weeks. But New York is going on 2 weeks. If we're just not getting quarantined and they're telling us 2 weeks, if you add that to their time, that's going to make that a month. So
I don't think we should do that. I don't think we should add our time. Honestly, I don't think we should add our time to their time just because if they can fix that one city and close that city off to the public. I mean, that is still quarantine in the sense, but they will be
I was
down.
watching the broadcast and he was gonna build a wall around New York.
Yeah, when I said it out loud, it did sound like the same thing. But I mean, them people would be able to get around New York, though. Mm.
I mean, they did say they were gonna stop. They were gonna stop domesticated traveling. I heard also. I don't know how true that was. Of like, do you get what I'm saying? Where you can't move from
Yeah.
like you in the United States, you can't move around freely either.
Yeah, I think that's definitely safe because especially because of Florida. Florida's the most dangerous state we got in the goddamn America.
Girl, you
They
sent me that
dangerous. They
video
don't
with
care
some
about their health.
people in the water. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah, yeah, girl, yeah. It
that
be worse.
that.
Girl, they is on them beaches. This man, it was a video asking people why y'all still coming out here. This like the bro, white people, sorry. Them other people, they different. The few of us that hang out with those other people, they completely different. We can't say them. This lady said, shit, I already paid my money. I was gonna come out here regardless. I didn't care. I mean, if we get it, we get it. It's whatever it's meant to be, it's supposed to be happening. I was like, oh no, I ain't,
Oh,
cause
that's
and that's
pretty
what
pretty.
I'm like, oh wow. This man said, what the black man, bro? I gotta send you the video because that took me out. But my grandma was talking about shit. Oh yeah, we was talking about if you pray. This is off topic, but it goes with it. Talking about some whatever happens happens. With that mindset, it's like that's like praying to God and only praying to God. Like, dang, you're not gonna do no work yourself. You just gonna pray out you gonna pray this situation out. You're not gonna help
Pray,
yourself.
what is it? Work with no, what is it? Faith with no work is dead. Is that what it is?
Something like that. Yeah, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah,
dang, you.
kind of. I mean, in a sense, though, it's like once again, I don't know. I do stand behind her statement because earlier I had talked about that man who was like he go to church every Sunday, and I was like, well, I could take it as why be in fear? Like if you serve a mighty God and if you're in faith, you should never be in fear. So it's kind of the same thing. If they serve that person or they have that much faith, then you should never be in fear. But I guess it should be some precautions that happen.
I mean, you should still. I mean, yeah, my grandma pray all the time, but shit, her ass at home right now. She at
I
home?
agree. No, I agree. But I'm like, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, girl,
But I
she.
don't know. I don't know if, like, I mean, in the sense of, yes, New York shouldn't be quarantined as long as we should. Because I say that as like being humane. Because I'm like, I wouldn't want to be quarantined for a month. So why would I say, yeah, New York should be? Because I'm not. But in a sense, I don't. I think New York should continue to be quarantined because they had the, as far as I know, one of the
That's where they
worst
come in from.
outbreaks.
That's where people come from. Yeah, people
Yeah,
come
so
in.
I feel like they do because it's like even if yeah, I'm like if y'all can't fix the small cities like us yet, I know it's no way New York is good. So New York is just gonna keep multiplying and multiplying. So I think they do need to be quarantined until they can at least get the rate down. And once again, I don't know. It just sounds logical.
Hmm.
I mean, I just hope their quarantine is not fully. They can't come out and they're being patrolled because that's very what is it? Cruel in a sense. So I hope they are able to leave the house and at least if they need tissue and get the necessities that they need.
They saying California people can't. Honestly, I don't want to see like what they saying. I need facts proof. But they saying California people can't leave. But I know damn well I'd be damned if I let another man tell me I can't leave. You got to kill me. You got to shoot me down in the street. Tell her she wants to leave her house because she wants to go to her mailbox. So we had to let that. We had to air her out. You gonna be looking stupid. Yeah, yeah. But I mean.
How about some jail? I'm like, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. That's trap. That's claustrophobia, honestly. Even though it's a house, that's a sense of trapment, and I have a big fear of that. So do not trap
I
me
mean,
in my house.
it's so funny because somebody called it like the child syndrome. You know how when you tell children to do stuff, they like to rebel because you
Hmm.
said it.
Hmm.
It's the
That's
thing
me.
because I don't know if I talked to you or Brittany, and I'm like, I stay in the house all the fucking time. Like, I love being in my home. But the fact
Oh,
now
oh,
that
oh,
I
oh,
say,
bye, bye.
you hang out, we having fun.
All right.
The fact that the fact that you have to like what is it? Oh, the fact that we have to be here, I'm like, oh no, that shit weird.
Yeah, no, I don't like it. I think to know, just I know I stay in the house all the time anyway, but to know that I have the freedom to leave if I wanted to, that's nice. That's just a peace of mind. People don't even have a peace of mind to know that they can leave. Like you can't even leave. Oh wow, your peace of mind is gone.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's kind of like, bitch, when I'm gonna be able to leave then? Like I feel like you start going crazy because you start asking when you're gonna be able to leave.
You start seeing parts of the house you ain't never seen before. You're like, oh wow, oh
You start
she.
seeing your shit in your house different. Like, damn, like I need to get rid of this, or damn, I need to really clean that shit up, or I ain't never thought about this food combination. I was watching the podcast too, where he was like, "How many times y'all been to the refrigerator?" And it'd be the
Girl, I
same
open the refrigerator the same amount of times I open the refrigerator when I'm home by
thing.
myself. All like not even just home by myself, but just like the same amount of times that I open the refrigerator while this quarantine going on, be the same amount of times I open it on
He
the
was
regular.
like, ah, yeah, I open it looking for new food combinations.
Gosh.
Cause
Sure.
that dead asking me like I got food in here, and I be looking like, all right, yeah, I know what's in here, but I ain't trying to eat this straight up. So I'm like, what can I do? How can I spice this up a little bit?
You funny.
So I'm like,
Oh,
no, it is. I mean, it's just, I don't know. It's just an uncomfortable situation to be in right now. And even if you don't have the virus, it's the other side of like, we don't know what's going on at all.
we don't know what's going on, and honestly, the government that we're under, you see how everybody else around us. First of all, I don't know if people know, but U.S. is literally the leader like of the world. Unfortunately, I don't know why, but we are. Like people look to us for all types of stuff. Like our music, they come to us. We don't go nowhere else for nobody else's music unless. But I bet you all around the world. Okay, I don't know how I'm saying this. People can move from America and have world tours, like
Bitch, you eating
world.
on it because I was wondering how new artists in America, like these little mumble rappers, how are they
Hmm.
going to Europe and having whole concerts? Like, how are y'all making money? Like, people listening to y'all? Because I'm in America still, like, not sure about this yet.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's very interesting because, and that's what I'm saying. People That's what I'm saying. America is that country. Like we that motherfucker. At the end of the day,
Unfortunately, be sensitive because
I
I'm like
said
a lot of people.
unfortunately. I already
A
said
lot of people
unfortunately.
don't like Americans, and just because of that attitude of like we're cocky, we're
No, but
outlandish.
we can afford that. But I said unfortunately when I first started. I said unfortunately we that country that everybody look at, like we the center of attention at all times, because we that country that we can start in America at a state or the small city, and then boom, we can go around the world. People know us. Okay. Who the fuck do you know from Europe? What music do you know from Europe that came over here? Nobody. You know Drake because he came to America. If that man stayed in Canada, his only fan base would be in Canada. You know what I'm saying? He get much love in two countries. He got two citizens, dual. That nigga a dual citizen. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah,
say that in the sense to say people look up to America, but America is the worst. I don't know
we
how to
don't fucking know what's going on. Like, we don't know what we're doing over here,
right.
but
Like
it looked
America is the
good.
worst.
It looked
I'm
good.
talking about, especially during this time, like this crisis. Like if I was a baby, I would look at how America is treating everything and then look at how other countries. And if I was a baby, I'd be like, okay, I probably want to live in Canada just because, or I probably want to live in China because they finna get back they finna get their stuff back together. America can't get their stuff together. I've been hearing
I mean,
tomorrow.
do give room though, because even when we found out about the outbreak in China, it had been going on prior. They just kept it out of media because they're
Yeah.
very tight on like their media and they monitor it. While Americans, we have freedom of speech. So do take into account that it looks like they got it together in a 2 week month
I'm
span, but
not
that
saying
happened.
it in that sense. I'm not saying it in that sense. I'm talking about financially. I'm just talking about in a financial state right now.
Hmm.
Like financially, we're making people pay for this test, and this test costs $3,200. $3,200, and you paying for this test, and that's if the people are paying for it. Because I know darn well all these people that's coming out with these cases can't just be, oh man, I'm gonna, but I'm saying insurance might cover it, but this test, like $3,200 for a test, now you got to pay that premium or whatever deductible you have to pay, or you know what I'm saying. That's just if they paying for that, like, and then out there in Canada and out there in Italy, out there everywhere else, they setting up shops. They setting up places to like test people for free because they know it's big. They not charging people. People in Canada, they rent they mortgage. I think they seized a mortgage or something like that. I forgot what they did, but they mortgage their schools and they paying all the kids that went to college. Like, you know what I'm saying? They might not be as big as US, but they doing stuff for their country. Hell, Canada already have free healthcare, so they don't. That's not something that they, you know, that's not something that they worried about. Their healthcare already free. So the fact that they're working with their people, America is not working with their people in a sense of like financial state. That's what I meant. Okay, how you
Um,
feel?
no, no, no. I'm trying to take it in. I don't. Okay, let me be. I don't know why you're surprised. Like, why? I mean, and not to say like, why are you shocked? Because I know you're not shocked. But just having this conversation is like to me senseless. We already know like we're comparing because you're comparing to other countries and how they have it under control and finances and caring about their people. We live in America that is greedy. It's about power. Power, money is power. Anybody, if you can get to the top tier, you have more power. So I'm just like, that's always the agenda. So I'm not shook by any of this stuff. I mean, it's unfortunate. I'm not saying like I don't feel it, but it's just like it's America.
Well,
Well,
shit. If you can control, okay, if you can control a whole country, then you just gain power. So with that power, you're gonna automatically get. I won't even say power is better than money, but if you have power, you can easily get money. Like once you have that power,
oh,
oh,
that's a conversation we need to have. Oh, bitch. Because I don't know where I stand because I personally think money is power. But we were asking I think one time it was a question of what comes in order. Is it, I don't know if it was like money, power, bitches,
definitely, money,
or is
bitches.
it,
Nah, bitches come in between either one of them. Like you really get the bitches as soon as you get money. You can have $50 to your name and you can get a. I mean, as long as you got a name, if you got a name, shit, you got a bitch. You got bitches.
Yeah, but I mean, but that went to, but the more conflict was like, which for me, I think which one comes first, money or power? But I personally feel like with money comes power because
Definitely.
nobody can. But you said power comes before
No,
money.
I'm saying controlling. I'm saying if they control, like I said, as a country, they've already quarantined. If okay, they've controlled us as a country. So once you can
Hmm.
control something, you have that power over that. So if they've already got the power, they already got our money. Okay, remember, I'm gonna say it in this sense: they've controlled us, right? We
Hmm.
quarantined, right? They
Yeah.
already got the power. They already got the power. So once you got that power, you easily get the money. And I'm gonna tell you exactly how they easily got the money. We out of tissue, roommate. We out of fucking tissue as a city, as a state, as even around America, we're out of tissue. So they got the money because they got the control. Once they controlled the situation, they had the power, and the money just came with it. So it can be backwards, it can be reversed sometimes, but it can also be.
No, no, pick a side. I don't know I don't want to play gray. I'm like, nah, we gotta pick a side. But I'm like, you just convinced me
But
that
that's just
power
in the
is money.
situation though. No, that's just in the situation. Sometimes power is money, but you have to. Sometimes money makes power to make more money though. So in
Well,
that
no,
sense, I
and
can see.
I say money because money can buy damn near anything. And I even say I think it's profound that I had heard this, but basically like talking about like small owned businesses. You know how like everybody be on social media wanting to know how somebody started their business, right? Everybody love asking questions and wanting to cheat the system.
Mm-hmm.
Do you kind of know? I would say, do you kind of get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay. And
Oh,
so the thing is,
hold on. All right. Put my glasses on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I'm not gonna play with you. What you need to see, baby?
Girl, I heard a noise not close to my house at all, but like and we had guns the actually shit since New Year's.
Yeah.
Um but I heard something in the distance. I'm like, all right,
Okay.
patrol, what y'all got going on? Who left the house? Shit. Who left?
Okay.
Please. Gotta get them back inside ASAP.
Why did that take me? I had to really process it because I was like, all right. I said, who not who left in this quarantine to shoot some guns, bitch?
Girl, you had to let that ride out. Get your ass back inside. I'm like, oh, you gotta go inside. It's past curfew. We got curfew. Jeez. I'd be
Oh
damn
my
if I'm a
God.
grown ass woman with a curfew. I'd come in when I want to. I'd be there home shortly.
I'm not gonna play with you.
Be
You
home shortly.
different. I'll be home shortly. Don't check on me.
Shit. Hell, I'm serious.
But what was oh okay? So people be loving to ask how somebody start businesses, and they get mad when people don't want to answer them and give them like the cheat code. And
Yeah.
somebody was like somebody. That sounds like I like older people, but she was in more experience, and she was like, you know what, the thing to do if you a boss and you about your business, don't even ask for shit. Ask how much. I said, oh my God, bitch. That just got the pussy wet because that's some real boss shit. Like, instead of you looking for handouts, money talk. If somebody came to me and was like, hey, can I pay you to teach me to do such and such? I definitely would be more receptive to think about it versus you just being like, oh, how you do that?
That's what I'm
Money,
saying. Money does talk.
money
Money
makes you
talks.
move. Like, yeah. So I'm just like, in general, I'm convinced money make you move because the more money you got, the more people you can make move and get shit out your
Duh.
way,
You
get shit
can't
done.
you can't hold power without money. So at the end of the day, your money is always going to be first. So the government, me saying that they control, but there's power. It depends on. Let me
Well, I
stop
kept
lying.
asking that because
You,
of Trump, but
you,
I'm like, Trump does have money.
no, 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 no. You don't need money to have power. See, it depends on how high you want your power to be. That's up to you. You can have local power. Like when I say local power, I mean peer power, as in like control over your peers. And if you can control somebody, you can have power over that person.
Bitch, this
So
is deeper
control
than
is
money.
power.
But
Control is
no,
still
this is
power.
it's mental. It's a psychology. I mean, have you? No, you haven't. But look, this is a book, and this isn't specifically the book, but like the Human Law of Nature. That's one thing. But if you read at the top,
Is you
it's a
trying to
book
show me the
called.
title? Because it's not looking too good.
Yeah, I guess I'm not, but is it reading backwards?
No, that's not the problem. You need to put the whole thing in there so they can get it all. There we
It's
go.
in there. Can you not see it all?
It's better. Yeah, there you go.
It's been
All
like
right.
that. And then, so this is the title, The Law of Human Nature, which breaks down that. But then
Mm-hmm.
it's another book called The 48 Laws of Power. And I always said I would read it. But that's
Mm-hmm.
another thing. And it's another book that's about, it's kind of about power, but
Manipulation.
it's, huh?
Is it manipulation?
I mean, it does talk about that. Like, it definitely is a manipulation, like, tactic. But I think it's 48 Laws of War or something like that, too. It's another book. It's like a book out about, in a sense, of power and war and how it overlaps.
Yeah,
But
those. Oh, yeah, that's a good book. Then I already. That's a good book.
I think so. I think I heard about it, but I just never got it. But I say that to say, we talk about how you was like, from the small scale of like power over your peers, and it goes to like the mental game you could play, the mind control
Yeah.
that you can have
Yeah.
over people. So I'm like, I guess it goes deeper than like just money and power at that point. Like, I'm like, damn, we need to throw in like mind games.
That's
Which
what I'm
one's
saying.
more powerful?
Power is very. That's what I mean. That's what I was saying. Like control. It starts with control. If you have control over that situation and you have money, you can just. Because sometimes you can have money and not have nothing.
But you can
Like,
finesse your way into not having nothing, into having something by having a strong mind and knowing how human
duh,
nature
that's
is.
power. That's power. I'm saying power is
But I think that
people.
comes before power.
Money
Being
can.
able to manipulate and finesse your way into having power and into having money.
That is power. If you can do that, you already have power. You just not having like great
Mm,
power. But that's you already, bro. That's what I'm saying.
mm,
That's like on a small scale. Like you have different scales of power. So Trump has power over the country, yeah, but he has to go through other people who also have power over him. So either way it go, he's still not the boss. But I'm saying if you have power in relationships, a relationship is a power. People have power struggles all the time. Like if that person is getting controlled, that person is getting manipulated, emotionally abused, that's power. If you can convince that person to stay with you after you beat on them 3 times or the first time, that's power. Power is what power is control. If you have control over the situation, you have power over that situation, you have power over those people. Trump has the government has control over the country. So the government will always have power over the people because of control. So control is power, and when you have money, it backs up that power. So whatever you know, say for instance, you can't control the situation or you can't get somebody time, buy their time, buy it. You just bought my time. People buy studio time so that they can make more money.
Not even that. People buy strippers time. Like, say they be like, all right, so you about to go to work tonight. Instead of you going to work, I'm going to fly you out. I'm going to pay for your flight. And I'm going to pay for the money you would have made at the club to hang with me. Like, that's some real boss shit, bitch.
That's
Like,
that's that's a
nigga,
perfect
nigga, you
example.
on somebody, I'm going to pay you just to hang with me. And you still going to get
Yeah.
paid? Like, what?
That's sugar daddy material, and I'm trying to find that right man
Not even
who wants to
sugar
just
daddy,
talk to
but
me.
that's just hustler mentality to me at that point. Because hood niggas do it too. It ain't just like sugar daddies. Hood like niggas our age would do, not for real our age, but for real our age. But
I'm
my
not trying
age,
to fuck though.
they sometimes don't be trying to fuck either. That's the thing. When you got, look, tricking ain't nothing if you got it. Like if you got that money, it ain't nothing to blow it. Because it doesn't. What's 10% of what I already got? A
You
tithe,
know what? You
an
know what,
offering.
woman? That's true. You know what? If you have money, you always say money is power, but money can only be that power for so fucking long.
Sure.
If you have power after your money is gone, that's real power. If you ain't got to show your money, that's power.
I mean,
Like
but at
you are
that point, are we talking about a hustler mentality? Because I feel like when you a
no,
hustler, you'll never go broke. No?
no, no. I'm saying like if your money has already talked for you, your money has already said what it was gonna say. So you have power from now on. That's what like that's a good stance of power. And if you don't have that money, you have power, then that's when hustling comes in, and you get money because your power got you that money. Like in the sense of like, you can trick a bitch out. Like, I right, watch, bro, I got power. I'm gonna, hey, I need you to go do this and that for me. All right, cool. You just got that. You just went to jail. I did though, but I had the power to tell you to do that. Like that's mob type shit, like crime shit, like not even crime stuff, but that's that mentality not to get your hands dirty. If you got
It's
the
the like
power to do,
you got hitters, you got shooters, but you don't do nothing, girl.
yeah, power. See, I'm saying money, but I mean it does money, but I'm just saying like if you got good game, because you can have all the money in the world and your money get blown because you don't know what the fuck you doing with your money. You don't know how to talk with your money. Your money not talking for you. You're not spending your money right, stupid. But if you got the power and you smart enough to like use your words right and like manipulate everything, not even, bro, you can just talk good game.
You
Just
just gotta have a mouthpiece. But that's everything in life. You have to have a mouthpiece on you.
yeah. And people
Like,
don't
I
know
mean, we can talk. I mean, no, because even I'm trying to learn. Like, damn, like, stop being so blunt, kinda. Like, you know how I told you about the whole being masculine. Like, let niggas run circles around you because they think they got the upper hand. But it's like I'm just trying to see all your capable moves, and I can make mine in a sense.
that. Mm-hmm.
But it's just
Yeah.
like, nah. It's like you said, it is. It was something else I was gonna hit up, but like you said, it is true. You got a mouthpiece on you. I mean, back to niggas, but not even like related to me. Just in general, niggas can talk bad bitches out of panties.
Mm-hmm.
Or females who didn't even think they could drop their panties. Like, you got a mouthpiece on you? Yeah, nah,
Mm-hmm.
you about to tell, she about to close out of them.
Yeah.
You
So I
ain't gonna
don't
have to
think
take them off. She gonna take
you
them
have
off.
to your phone up. I'm gonna have to wait this one out.
Wait it
Okay,
out.
what you say? Yeah, what you say?
I said, look, what did I gonna say? You ain't even gonna have to take them off. She gonna take them off. Like, you got that much power.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
what I'm
I'm like,
saying. So you don't have to have money to have power. So at the end of the day, power comes with or without the money. But you can get the
mhm.
money with that power. At the end of the day, you can get money with that power. No matter how you have it. Even if you mind fucking somebody, bro, I don't know how to do all this, like what I'm saying, but I know it's possible. I mean, it's showing like around the world that it's possible. I don't know how to do all of this, but I know what the fuck is up. Like power, you don't need money to have power, but power can get you money because power is control. I feel like control is power. Yeah, willpower. Willpower. The
You
strength
did
to
that
control
shit.
yourself. Yeah. Control is power. Power is control.
Well,
And
no,
if
it's
you
not
have
even about willpower. It's about being able to control your emotions. That's powerful. That's part of being able to be manipulative. If you can control your emotions, you are
not,
powerful.
I'm just saying like willpower is to control like your urges or like, keeping your faith or whatever. Like, so I'm saying if that's power and that's control, that's a will to control. So willpower is just a will to control. Right?
No, I ain't follow you with that.
All right. Well, power is control and control is power.
I know. I just always feel like we gotta pick one up. But I'm like, I definitely think power comes first then at that point.
I'm glad we've gotten to this. You was hell bent on money. Jeez.
I was convinced. I was like, nah, it's still, even when I think about it, I'm like, dang, nah, I kind of do stay on money. But when you broke it down, because I think for me, the psychology, we realize that it's a psychology behind power. And even if you don't get power, if you got that same mentality, you know how to get money too. So I'm like, yeah, that's it.
Girl, hell yeah. Girl, I was watching Marriage Boot Camp with goddamn roommate the other day. Long time ago, about longer than 2 weeks ago. And
More than 14 time.
girl, about long as fuck. And goddamn CeeLo Green was on there. And he talks in a way that's so very irritating. I would not want to ever be in this man's presence longer than 30 minutes max unless we're making music. But he talks like he just knows everything. Like, ooh, I don't know if you ever been around somebody like that. Maybe it's me. But it's in a different sense. It's like nobody asked for that shit type. Like it's like he was talking in this, no, my bad, this loud. No offense to CeeLo or anything, but he was just talking in a sense like
Fuck
the
'em, we ball.
woman does this because she needs the man to do this or this, that. And I'm like, bro, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, what is you
Did
talking
this
about?
stuff even make sense though?
No.
Okay,
I
see, that's
have
why.
to I have to I have to show it to you. Because he was just talking. I'm like, yo, what? Like, do you just like hearing yourself talk? He talks like he's a very profound person, but it's
Yes, that's exactly what I said. Did it even make sense? Because a lot of people like to sound very profound, and it's like your philosophies don't even make sense to nobody but you. Like you said, you like to hear yourself talk, like, and you want to be held on this pedestal, looking like
yeah, it's very
Buddha.
girl, it's very weird. I was like, I would not want to be around that energy.